Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to be discussing boundaries. Having boundaries is a big part of personal alignment, but knowing exactly what boundaries are and how to structure them is an even bigger part. If this sounds like something you'd like to hear more about, then stick around. So we're all familiar with the term, don't let them cross your boundaries. But the problem is that not many of us understand exactly what a boundary is. Believe it or not, there is a specific structure that is taken when developing a boundary. And the power that lies behind it is the ability to follow through with the consequence of the violation. Please do not go around setting boundaries if you don't intend to follow through with the consequences. Better known as empty threats versus actual boundaries. Plus, the more you let people violate your boundaries and not experience the consequences, that is just teaching people how much you're willing to accept from their disregard of your personal requests. Nobody wants to fall into the pushover category. So it's time to ditch the "if it happens one more time" speech and honor your self-standardized worth. Okay, so in essence, boundary setting works hand in hand with self-love. Loving yourself enough to be able to tell the truth to the people you love. You get boundaries mixed up with personal preferences. So we're going to discuss the difference of both. An example of a boundary would be this. Let's say you have a friend or family member that shows up to your home very frequently, unexpected or unannounced. Walk right in and completely disregard that this is your personal safe haven or the home of your family. It's not that you don't want them there. You actually really enjoy the one-on-one time with this person. It gets tiring feeling like you have to entertain or conversate with someone whenever the time is right for them. You might have been busy doing something else in your home and they just walk right in and want you to talk to them. Or maybe you were actually had plans to head out and go do something else outside of your home and they show up and take up that time. Or maybe you just want some peace and quiet, some much deserved self-love time and they just come right over whenever they please. It's a complete violation of your bubble and requires a boundary to be set. You know that a boundary needs to be set because when this happens, it irritates the shit out of you. Setting a boundary, you don't want to do it when you're angry and you don't want it to come across as any way of sounding hateful because it's not. Something as simple as, hey, I love having you over for visits and I love that you feel comfortable in my home, but it would really mean a lot to me if you could give me a heads up before you head this way. To be in the middle of doing something and not be able to socialize, or be busy and not hear the door to open it for you, or to have to suddenly leave when you showed up because I had other plans. Kind of states that, hey, I'm asking you to respect my time, but I'm also taking the time to respect your efforts. If the person has any level of respect for you, then they will completely understand. And if they don't, be sure to follow through with the consequences of either not socializing if you're busy, not answering the door if you're busy, or just turn around and leave if they show up unexpected and you didn't know they were coming. Conform to a person who violates your personal requests. So whereas a boundary is a little more non-negotiable, like if you set this boundary with your friend or family member and they just keep showing up unannounced or showing up unexpected, then you have made it a statement that you're not going to be as welcoming as you once maybe have been when you weren't honoring your own boundaries. Preference is a little less severe and doesn't really require any negotiating but it does require you making a statement for your time and your efforts. Fall under, let's say, a scenario of you have a friend that you like to meet for lunch, but the friend is consistently 30 minutes late. So you're always stuck sitting there for 30 minutes waiting, or waiting for all that time and not having any contact of, hey, I'm on my way, I'm running late. Or, if it's just every once in a while, then that's no big deal. We all have mad rush times. But if it's every time you plan a lunch date, this person is late, then you have a personal preference to say, hey, I'm not going to stick around that long and wait for you when there's no contact. It could result in you saying, hey, look, in the future, if we meet up and you're more than 15 minutes late, I'm just going to go ahead and leave, and then we can work on rescheduling another lunch date later on. Hey, I don't ever want to have lunch with you because you're always late. You actually love having lunch with your girlfriend and you don't want to completely abandon it, but you just want to let her know that you are going to leave after 15 minutes has gone by and she has not arrived. Next time you guys make lunch arrangements, you could always do it with 1 or 2 other people also joining. That way there's more than just you and them meeting up. And then it really doesn't matter if they show up 15 minutes late because you've already been gathered with the other person or other 2 people and been socializing, waiting on her arrival. This person really isn't violating anything or anything personal of yours. They just really need to learn better time management. And it doesn't really require for you to get all up in arms about them constantly being late, but you have made it very clear on the actions they can expect from you if they are so many minutes late. As you become more comfortable settling into the energy of that aspect of self-love, then your energy will automatically call forth boundaries and personal preferences. People are not going to just automatically assume that you have nothing to do other than sit around and wait to entertain them, because you have built up an energetic barrier that says, hey, I love you, but I have a personal life too. In closing, I would like to say that boundary setting is not as easy as it seems sometimes. It might take a little work at first to learn how to stick to your guns. This is one handy tactic we can use to keep ourselves from getting stuck in that form of mental conflict by being in an undesirable situation. In the end, there may be people that take your boundaries as harsh or offensive. But as long as you ensure that the boundaries you set are coming from love, then you need not worry about anyone who chooses to exit your life out of pure stubbornness. Personal alignment is all about knowing yourself. And when you start setting these boundaries, it will tell other people, hey, she knows what she wants and she's not going to let anything get in the way. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and I hope you have learned to adapt boundaries into your life. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell for instant notifications. We can also be found on Facebook. Hit that thumbs up and check notification settings. Head on over to Instagram. We are there too, and I'm pleased to announce that we are now on Pinterest. Want to know a little more about me? Head on over to SOULDUCATE.com. Sign up for a hologram and get any upcoming updates right to your inbox. Are you interested in one-on-one services? Click the drop-down menu for more info on what I offer and how to book a free chat. In closing, always remember, you hold the power. No one can hold you back. Not the past, not the present, or the future, unless you allow it. Chapters will end, and every new chapter will demand a different, elevated version of you.